What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Popcorn Chicken, the place to go to get your movie and TV show news and rumors and fix. We got a good one today. We are going to be talking about our main topic, Star Wars. Movies are coming. Movies are coming for Star Wars in the trilogy sense. So we're going to talk about it. We're going to discuss it and see where this is going to take us. Are we excited? Are we going to be like, oh, God, here we go again? Because, Acolytes was a resounding success. But we have other news as well. Hollywood's a buzzing. Things are literally dropping minutes ago. Some big news has been coming down the pipe. We're going to discuss it all in today's show. And I'm not alone today. I've got the two most decorated sidekicks you could ever have. They put the watch on Nightwing and Robin. Which one's Nightwing? Which one's Robin?
I'm fine.
I'll take Red Hood instead of Robin.
Oh!
All right. Okay.
So that makes me Catwoman then.
Yes.
Wow. I would look pretty good in tights.
Oh, no, I don't want to see that.
That's my Halloween costume next year, Sheldon.
Oh shit!
Oh no!
I quit now before my eyes boil out of my head.
I'll get the whip out. I'll borrow I'll borrow my wife's whip.
I was gonna say you would have one, wouldn't you?
She'll hit me with it. How you doing, gentlemen?
Good, man. How you doing?
I did it, Sheldon. I did it.
Oh yeah, you did. You did. All
you have no idea
three
what
of us
do.
are on at once.
No, I got him to come on our show. Remember?
Oh, I've been on before.
No. I said to Sheldon I was gonna get D on, and remember you always said no, I'm too busy. Get out of here.
I thought that was the Mighty Show.
That was the Mighty.
This is Popcorn.
Well, whatever. It's shut up. Get out of here. Batman doesn't need a sight.
He didn't even get me. I'm like, hey, do you want me to sub in? Yeah, there wasn't even any like.
That was between you.
Oh, sorry. He twisted my arm. He twisted my arm. He laid the groundwork down, and then I caved. I buckled.
It's semantics. It's semantics.
There you go.
The other part of the cast from Popcorn Chicken are away today on assignment, so we have you two here to indulge in my takes and jokes and everything in between. So,
all right.
No, I don't have a dad joke today. Sorry, D.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
this is okay. This is what he means.
What the hell is that?
That's him leaving.
You can tell awesome. I got used to them. I have the Stockholm syndrome, and I got used to all these jokes.
By the way, I need you to stock up on more of these Simpsons takes if you can.
Yeah.
Just get a bunch of random stuff if you want. I want to fill up this board so I can kick on it every time.
Okay.
So cool.
Brilliant.
All right, gentlemen. The way it works here is we talk about this week in Hollywood. We do birthdays and events. So I'm going to do some birthdays. You guys are going to try to guess how old that person is.
Cool.
And then we're going to go from there. Rasper says Dune. Don't know what that means. Maybe you're talking about the TV show that's coming out, which I think is going to be a giant disaster. But we'll see.
I'm pretty sure. Doesn't part 2 come out?
Part 2 already came out.
No, part 2 is out.
Or is there something going on?
Yeah, there's a TV show that's going to be like sort of prequel. This is just another way to make money, which I get it. They got to do their thing. I mean, if Matt Reeves can do it for Batman, why not Dune, right? So we'll see. I'm not a huge Dune fan. It's very confusing for me to watch this genre. And I don't know if the TV show will help. But I'll check it out. It's sci-fi. I'll check it out.
I only ever watched that first part that came out a few years ago, and I haven't bothered to go back since.
There's no slander. We just don't know what's going on with it.
No. I think she's talking about me in my comments already. I think it's gonna suck.
Really?
I'll be honest with you. But if it doesn't, I'm the first one to say it if it doesn't suck.
Did you saw part 1 and part 2?
Yeah, I fell off on part 2.
Okay.
It was complicated. I was like, this is one of those relationships that I never wanted to be in. Right? It's just... You know that line? It's complicated, right? It's
I've
not
been in
you.
one of those.
It's not you.
been
It's
in one of
me.
those.
You're damn right. It's not you. It's me.
Didn't like it.
Didn't like it.
It was not.
I feel like
I thought one was good. Two,
Yeah.
I just couldn't follow along. I just got bored.
And then what was Sheldon's problem with it?
I just watched the first one. I haven't even watched the second one yet, bro.
Okay.
So I've got no opinions on
Hurting
the
my
second one.
doing loving. I'm not.
Yeah, she loves
Look.
it. She went and bought like $200 worth of books. The
Damn.
art book after.
Damn.
So listen, you're probably more intelligent than I am, and you're able to understand the lore.
There's
That's all I'm
context missing
saying.
from the. There's context missing from the movie.
Okay, so that is important to me.
Yeah.
If you
I
take
thought he
away a
was just
piece,
Space Moses.
who?
Technically,
Timothy
yeah, but she's
Chalamet.
like, here's why. And then his sister was supposed to be older and stuff. Like the books are different, and I don't know. So
For me, like it's the lines and the wording they use in there, and I'm just like, I don't know what you're saying. I know you're speaking English, but you're saying something else right now.
What?
My brain is not understanding this thesaurus of your mind. Right?
Interesting.
So,
Okay.
oh yeah, I was just like, yeah, this is way too intelligent for me. Just give me some guns and mutants.
Dumb it
I'm
down.
good.
Dumb
Yeah,
it down.
Dumb it down, damn it.
I'm the same as you. I think I fell asleep in part one, not because it was bad, just because like
Complex.
I was like, I shouldn't be here.
Well, I don't want to think too much. Right?
My boy actually fell asleep watching Dune 2. We were all three of us were sitting there watching, and that you just passed right out. So you're not alone in there, D.
I was like, it's not even like it was bad. It was just like I don't
So?
belong here.
Yeah, not a cup of tea, right?
I like this sandworm like riding.
Yeah,
and stuff. That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, definitely. It's like me at a buffet place. Just
Yeah.
Anyways, enough of the bumbling. Let's do some birthdays.
Okay.
It was a terrible week for birthdays. Like one of the worst weeks of birthdays I've done.
Is it because they're all
I literally
like,
have two people. That's it.
I mean, I guess it's no one's fault, really. That's just the situation.
just a
People
shitty
work-
week to be born?
Yeah.
Just
Yeah. Anyways, people were busy, I guess, 2 months ago instead of making babies. Happy birthday to Emma Stone.
Oh, she like 37.
Oh, you say 37? Okay. D, what say you?
I think she's a year younger than me, but Sheldon took it. I'm gonna say 36. I'll go one less.
Does JL have a guess? Because you could play along, JL. Let us know if this week's
I'm
birthday
surprised there's
person.
no Kiwi right now.
Yeah, Kiwi's not here. Kiwi's
Disappointed.
busy on assignment.
Disappointed.
as well.
Ah,
Maybe. Or there's other people here. Let us know. What do you think? How old is Emma Stone? I'm gonna give you guys 5 seconds to key in. All right, you guys, Sheldon, you said 37. D, you said 36.
36.
36, right? You said 36.
oh,
There's Kiwi.
Kiwi says 21.
Way off, but there he is.
No, what did you say?
I said 36.
36. Okay, gotcha. Emma Stone is Kiwi wishes she's 21. Emma Stone is 36.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
On the button. You got some competition there, Sheldon.
I would have been wrong if Sheldon didn't snake it from me.
Sheldon is the reigning, defending, 3-time guessing champ. He's gotten, I think, in one show, he got 3 on the dot.
That's right. I did.
Oh wow, okay.
This is a really, actually, I can't do this one.
Why?
The person passed away.
Okay.
But I'm just gonna do a nod here. Hiroshi Yamauchi. I'm probably butchering that. Yamachi. Hiroshi Yamauchi from 1927 to 2013. Japanese businessman, president of Nintendo, owner of the Seattle Mariners, born in Kyoto, Japan, which I'm going to visit in a few months, so I'm excited. So, he was born this week, but he obviously passed away. So,
yeah,
a little nod. Let's do here. Like I said, it's very thin. I only literally have 2 birthdays to talk to you about. Noteworthy. Happy birthday to Gordon Ramsay.
I have no idea how old that guy.
That dude old as shit. That dude old as shit.
Hey, he's got a big empire though.
He does.
True.
I don't know how old
He's
he
also
is.
fit as hell. Like,
Probably
man's in good shape. Yeah.
He's taking like private boxing lessons. It's funny because there's one
Really?
episode where, like in Kitchen Nightmares, where someone took a swing at him like several times, and he's just like casually like evading them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Well, he's rich, right? So he's like, yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Before we talk about how old is, you guys in the chat let us know how old Gordon Ramsay is. Take a guess. But Sheldon, look, he's holding a Mega Man figure there.
Oh yeah.
From
Yeah.
Jada. Did you get yours?
Not yet. No, I haven't
Oh,
gone to the
really?
shop
Oh,
yet. Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
How did you not get
No,
it?
actually, so I didn't order those figures. I ordered the model kits for
the Kotobukiya ones.
For Zero and X. That's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
You prefer the model kits?
That's a shame. These ones are
I
bangers.
built a couple here and there.
Yeah.
I still have I have a stack of model kits that are just sitting there looking at me that need to be built, but I just haven't gotten to it yet.
These are better than the model kits.
You're preaching to the choir, my
Oh,
my friend.
Okay. Sick.
Joanne says 64.
Okay. I think Sheldon, you go ahead first.
I'm gonna say 67.
Joanne Ramsay 350 degrees.
67. 64. He has to be in his 60s. 67. Damn it. 65.
So 65, Joanne. Oh, you did the prices right to Joanna.
No, fine. 66.
She said
66.
67.
She's not older than any of those numbers, so I can't like. Sorry, Joanne.
Did the prices
Sorry,
right.
Joanne. Sorry, Joanne. Well, what did Sheldon say? Sheldon.
I said 67.
Okay, I'm gonna bump mine to 66. I'll price is right, Sheldon. Okay, go.
Well, let me tell you, people. Gordon Ramsay is 57.
No,
he's shit.
not.
He's 57. Dude is 57 and ready.
I thought
to
he was.
roll.
I thought he was older.
I thought he was older than
You
that.
guys went way over.
I feel like
Yeah.
I've been watching him for 20, 30 years, man.
Right? And he's always got that.
Yeah, that's right.
It's that scowling face. He's got those anger lines.
Damn. Yeah, you know what? That's probably what it is. From him like calling people idiot sandwiches and a donkey all the time. He's got those creases. I gave him the
frown. The frown.
I do have another one here. Vanessa Lacey or Lacey. I'm gonna go Lacey because she's half Filipino.
I don't even know who she is.
Give us some context.
Google it. You'll know who she is by looking at her face. She's been on Hawaii and NCIS Hawaii, Entertainment Tonight.
Oh, her.
Yes. TV personality and actress. Vanessa.
I mean, she looks vaguely familiar. I still don't know who the hell
She's
she
beautiful.
is, though.
She's beautiful.
Huh.
How old is Vanessa?
What show was she in that you just said? Like Hawaii?
Entertainment Tonight and
Yeah, okay.
NCIS Hawaii.
So those were relatively. I'm going to say 38.
38. Sheldon, what say you?
She's got to be 42.
42. What does the chat say? And don't cheat, people. Don't cheat. I've caught a couple of cheaters.
In the chat?
How would you know?
Yeah,
Because they said exactly, like they said the exact date 3 times in a row. I'm like, you're cheating. The only one that has ever done it is Sheldon. Nobody else has ever done 3 in a row. And that Kiwi guy, he always gets it right. 10,000, 8,000. Vanessa is gonna give somebody. Oh, there he is. 01. What? That's no. I don't want area codes or zip codes. I want their birthdays.
Yeah,
Vanessa,
it's January 9th of 2000.
yeah. All right. What did you guys say? What was the numbers?
42.
42. I'm going to say 39. I'm bumping mine up to 39.
39. Okay. She is 43.
Oh, I should have prices right there.
I know. I was like, you should have done it.
Yeah.
Sheldon, you're close. You're so close. You missed out twice.
Yeah, but he still won by default.
If we're doing the prices right, yeah, technically I did.
Yeah.
I don't want to do anybody else. I don't like them.
I don't like.
It's based on that.
Yeah, and then some of these are going into next week, which I'll save. I'm not
Okay.
even. You know what? I'll do 2 more. It's gonna bleed into next week, but whatever. Okay, I'll do 2 more here.
Okay.
Demi Moore.
Oh
Ooh,
no.
I got a thing. I don't know why. I do. She's an endless beauty. You know, she was my pick to be Wonder Woman. Like
I can
20
see
years
that.
ago.
Yeah, I was gonna be
ago.
like, which version? Like
if they were to do Wonder Woman 20 years ago, that would
yeah,
be my pick.
I was like the Dark Knight Returns version where she's like old.
She's a little chunky too.
which is perfectly fine. I just like
yeah. Hey.
I was like, because like maybe my guess is going to be super wrong if you wanted to be Wonder Woman in this day and age. Because I was going to
no. 20 years ago. I mean, hey, don't get me wrong. She's so beautiful.
Do you want to go first, Sheldon? Or do you want me to go?
How old is
You
she?
go first this time.
Demi Moore.
Because he wants to do the Sheldon prices right on you. That's why.
Demi Moore. Is Kutcher's married to her, right? No, he was.
He was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he has to be in this.
Then she realized how immature he was.
That makes sense.
Now, before that, she's married to Bruce Willis. So,
okay.
Oh man, when they split up, I was so sad. I'm like, this is a power couple, man.
67.
What say you, Sheldon? What say the chat? Joanne, JL, where you at? Kiwi, where you at?
68.
What? I told you, CD. I told you. Don't let this guy go first. He will
What
ruin
did I
your
say?
day.
Did I say that? Didn't I say 68?
You said 67.
What I meant was 68. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. Okay. I've given everybody enough time. I don't know her well. Well, you don't have to know her well. I don't know her either. Just throw a number. Throw a number. Hurry up. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. Hurry up. Okay. She said 64. You said, all right. Demi Moore is 61.
Oh, sorry, Demi Moore. That didn't mean to age you that high. Damn.
Still beautiful. All right. Someone that is just, I mean, that's so mean. I don't want to say that.
Well, it's already too late. As soon as you say that,
someone that like, sort of was, and it's sort of, not anymore that much, is Callista Flockhart.
Why does that name sound familiar?
She was what? You don't know who Callista Flockhart is?
No.
Hello, Ally McBeal, the TV show.
Oh, her. Oh, yeah, I never watched that.
Me either. I barely remember the commercial.
Watch it. She's just so popular. That show was huge back in the day, right? So,
I just remember Lucy Liu being on there, and that was it.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
Did you watch Ally McBeal?
Me?
No.
Yeah. No, Elvin.
No. I didn't watch it.
Her.
My sister watched it.
Okay. Like, I'm not judging. I just like if you didn't say that name to me right now, I would have totally forgot that show existed as well as that actress.
So you said your sister watched it, but were you there with your sister watching it?
When she's on, like when she's like there and doing her thing, I'm watching.
Okay.
I'm pretending not to watch, but I'm watching. Yeah.
I do that with a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Callista Flockhart. How old is Callista?
I'm gonna say 50.
I'm gonna say 55.
Oh, not doing the prices right today.
No, not on this one.
Taking a break from that, huh?
Yeah. Can't be known for that.
Let's say everybody else.
60. Joanne says 60.
50.
She did two.
No, 64 was for
6,452. Joanne says.
64 was for Demi Moore.
So 52. Okay, 52.
Right. What did you say? 55, Sheldon?
I did. Yeah.
What did you say?
Can we change your answers?
You can. Yeah, of course you can. I haven't said it yet.
54. Price is right.
Oh.
Okay. You know, I want to change my answer too. I'm gonna price it right both of them and go 53.
Okay.
So 52, 53, 54. Kiwi says 99. I don't think you're gonna win, Kiwi, but it's a valiant effort. Callista is 59. Y'all got it wrong.
Oh man.
Damn.
Y'all went way too low.
Yeah, I overshot that.
Should have started.
I would have been wrong. I would have been wrong either way. So.
Oh, I just scrolled down and a big one just showed up. Big of a whale of a celebrity. Happy birthday to Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, he old as shit now.
How old?
But his girls ain't.
Okay.
Okay, but is he wrong?
I ain't wrong.
I ain't touching it with a 10-foot pole.
I love him as like he was like the dopest to me. I liked him in anything.
Really? Okay.
I like the dance moves that he does. You know, Wolf of Wall Street. Is it Wolf of Wall Street?
Yeah, it is. And he's dancing at his wedding and he's popping and locking.
What's that? So how old is Leonardo DiCaprio? Everybody in the chat, let me know how old is. Don't cheat. Don't cheat. How old is Leonardo DiCaprio?
Him and Toby Maguire are like best buds.
Yeah.
How old is Toby? I have no idea. So this
Wouldn't it be
doesn't
cool
really
if
help me.
him and Toby did a Spider-Man movie and he's
Hughes Harry.
yeah.
That would have been cool.
Joanne
46.
Joanne says 67.
I
Kiwi
think
is
younger.
old.
I think 60.
I think he's younger too. I think he's about 46, 47.
No, actually, I'm
47.
going down. I'm going down. I don't think he's that old. He's not in 60s yet because he was a
he's
teenager.
definitely not. I don't
He
think
was a
he's in his 50s
teenager
either.
on that show with what's his face.
Titanic.
Oh yeah,
He was a
there's that
teenager
too.
in Titanic. He was
was
also a
at-
teenager in Romeo and Juliet.
Evening, Darth. How you doing?
45.
Okay, you say 45. What did you say, Sheldon?
47.
Oh, you're trying to pretend you didn't do a Price is Right thing, but you did.
There's only so much wiggle room though, because then you get
I
either
know,
too old or
I
too
know.
young.
Joanne says 67. Why? Yes, he is.
He's in the next room over.
That's where I get fed.
There's a little sliding thing in the wall.
You ever watch that Simpsons episode, Halloween Treehouse of Horror,
With Hugo.
where they find out Bart has an evil twin? I'm
Hugo.
that evil twin.
Do you have the scar? You would have those scars.
Oh my god! All right, happy birthday to DiCaprio. He is 49.
Oh,
Off the marks. Off the marks. Damn.
You guys weren't even close on that.
that was close. I said 47.
terrible.
I said 47. What are you trying to do, man?
What did I
What are
say?
you trying to do,
What did
bro?
I say?
You said 45.
That doesn't sound right.
Man's out here trying to steal my thunder.
All right, you kids done fighting? Okay, let's get.
Where's my trophy? You guys do trophies on the show or what?
No, there's no such thing as participation awards on this show. What are you talking about, man?
We're all losers.
I'm out. I was promised a trophy.
Alvin, what are you doing making promises out here, man?
I didn't make any promise. I don't know what you're talking about. All
That
right,
was
okay,
fun. I like that. Thank you for that.
let's do events in Hollywood this week. There you go. I've said this many times before, Darth. I've said it many times before.
It's work related and after school related. I don't like flaking out. So like Mondays I have set in stone. Thursdays there's like
I feel that. I can respect that.
He'll come on if he feels like he's gonna, or has the ability
yeah.
and availability.
The last thing I want to do is make a promise and then not show up. I always feel bad after. So
Oh, really? You've done that to me so many times.
I
Never
know.
mind. Anyways,
I always feel bad after.
back to the topic here. All right, here we go. All right, events in Hollywood this week. In 1990, Home Alone dropped. In 1990, Home Alone.
I was 1.
Really?
Born in 89. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was 10.
I was 3.
Yes, 19. Oh my god, I feel old. Anyways, one of the greatest Christmas movies of all time.
I think so.
I say Home Alone.
It's
2.
number 1 for me.
Home Alone 2.
Really?
Because that's the one I remember watching growing up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for me, because I went back and watched Home Alone 1, I definitely like 2 a lot better.
It's interesting to me how our tastes, like anyone who grew up in that era, loves Home Alone.
Yeah.
Loves like
Darth.
I was too. That movie is riddled with nonsense and plot holes, but we loved it. But if we go watch a movie today and like, oh, Batman didn't figure out that clue in exactly the right moment, we freak out about like come on, guys, like suspend your disbelief for a moment. We grew up on Home Alone, Problem
Christmas
Child.
Spirit, D. It's Christmas spirit.
I loved it though.
Like, how did the man get electrocuted, had a skull show, and then have the skin back? Doesn't make sense.
That's my favorite scene. That is my favorite scene.
That is also my
of
favorite
them.
scene.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what is
What's
your
yours?
favorite?
What's yours?
Oh, okay, that's a good one. Okay, so yours is electricity. Mine is in from 2 when the bricks get thrown.
Oh
yeah.
Yes,
That's my favorite scene.
Yes.
It's just like Harry.
So much slapstick, it's ridiculous.
Barking.
I think that's runner up for me. If he didn't do this scream while being electrocuted,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what sealed the deal for me. Because like, but they're like this close.
Well, I got to tell you something. This Christmas, I'm actually gonna be driving by Kevin's house in Chicago.
Ooh.
I'm actually gonna be in Chicago for Christmas, and I'm actually going to the house there.
You have
that's
family
cool.
there?
Yes, I have family there. Yeah, so I know where it is. I located.
Do they
it
live in his house?
Yeah, wish. So they allow people to go by and take a picture, but there's an actual owner of the house. They actually there's a family that owns the house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You're not allowed to go inside. It's not a historical thing or anything like that. Somebody actually owns it, but they allow people to go outside by the sidewalk and you can take pictures. So I will do one if the weather's good. If there's a blizzard there, I'm not driving. So that, yeah, can't wait to go, man. I'm gonna yell out. I'm gonna yell, Kevin! And then the guy's gonna turn his front porch light on. Get out of here, you piece of garbage!
We hear that 17 times a day. Get out of here.
Yeah. Oh, good one there, buddy.
Yeah.
That whole neighborhood is probably sick of it.
Never heard that one.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right. In 1998, Star Trek Insurrection. Ooh, I said that wrong almost. 1998. Anybody a Trekkie at all?
Not really, Trekkie.
No.
No.
Ah, yes. I'm probably gonna knock it down myself. I'm gonna pretend to be the pizza guy.
Oh.
You filthy animal.
Oh, Top Boys. Those blew up when that movie came out. The little
1998. Anybody watch Star Trek?
Only by in like it was on. My parents used to watch it. But
Yeah.
Parents of Star Trekkies?
Yeah.
Nice.
Same.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that, and then watching that movie where like it was Kirk and Picard. I kind of remember that. And then of course the new ones that came out a little while ago. So
I'm
that
still
was-
scared. I'm still scared of the Borg.
Oh, was it called like Nemesis or something? What was that one called with the Borg specifically?
I think so. I think you're right.
Yeah.
2014, a little movie called The Hunger Games came out.
Watched that. It was
I
good.
enjoyed them.
I
like
remember
them.
watching it, and I turned to my wife and I said to her, Jennifer Lawrence is going to be a mega superstar. I just called it.
After that movie, yeah.
Yeah, I just called it. I'm like, she's got all the makings of being a superstar. And soon after, she just blew up, became a big time Hollywood star.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know about now. She's kind of low key now. Her last movie was pretty funny though. The comedy
Which one
that
was
she
it?
did, where she's with the nerdy guy.
Oh, I didn't watch it. Okay, I'll check it out.
It's pretty funny. I liked it. Yeah. What else we got going on this week in Hollywood? I'll do a couple more here. Well, thanks for just taking me right back to that same page. Fantastic. I don't know if you guys watched the show, but I did. In 1991, US TV series called The Full House, 100th episode dropped.
I remember
Was that
Full
show?
House.
What's that? What's that about?
The Full House?
Yeah, what's that about?
I feel like you're playing.
Yeah,
Oh,
of course
you
I watched
get
it.
outta
Of course I watched
here.
it.
Playing, man.
So watch that TGIF, Step by Step, Full House,
Family Matters.
Family Matters,
Yep.
and then when they urbanized it a little bit, Hanging with Mr. Cooper, and they sprinkled some of that. It's Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Yeah. Okay, who's your
Man, you
favorite
said
character in Full House?
TGIF? What a
Yeah.
throwback.
Alvin, you
Damn.
must have watched TGIF, the Disney lineup.
Yeah, that was a thing, man. That was a thing. I loved it.
Uncle Joey or Uncle Jesse?
Oh, Uncle Jesse, because the hot
Yeah.
wife,
Okay.
who's now in jail, I think.
No, she
Yeah.
got out of it because of her money.
Oh,
Mash.
did she? Oh, what a surprise! Yeah,
I did
Full
not
House.
watch it.
Wait.
Mash.
Are you talking about the new one on Netflix, or are you talking about the old one?
No, the new one's Fuller House, so he has to talk about the old one.
Fuller House is full of you know what. Oh, that's my favorite show. Second favorite show from the 80s. Second favorite.
I've only seen clips. I've never seen a full episode.
I literally
Never
get
even
this-
heard of it.
You know when you're sick and you have warm chicken soup?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the feeling I get when Perfect Strangers intro hits. I feel warm and fuzzy. I literally wanted to do a rip-off with me and D reenacting that whole intro. I would have flew us to Chicago if I had money to do that.
Do you know what
goddamn
he's
thing.
talking about, man?
I don't even know what the intro is
You
like.
never see the intro of Perfect Strangers?
No.
Oh my god! Please Google this after. Oh my god! It's
I know Family Matters was a spin-off from that though.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
Harriet, the wife, worked in the department store,
Yeah,
right?
she was the elevator. Back then, they had to have an elevator host.
yeah.
usher.
Yeah.
So she was that. And then, what's the name? The husband shows up.
No
What's
way.
his name again? The husband?
Oh, Carl.
Carl Winslow.
Carl shows
Yeah.
up and talks
Yeah.
to Balky and Larry.
Oh shit.
On some-
Okay.
Yeah. There's a spinoff, definitely. Yeah, you're right. So in 1991, it did the 100th episode. In 2019, it feels weird to say that right now. A space western TV series started called The Mandalorian.
I love it.
It's an inside joke. We have it. We have a logo for it too.
Oh Jesus. That's even worse.
That's not
No,
worse.
it's
Shut
not.
up.
No, it's not. It's great.
All right, touch buddy.
Ignore the fact that I went over.
You're just jealous because you're not in there.
Not part of the club.
He's also jealous. That's why he's bringing this up.
Yeah, no, it wasn't even on our mind. Yet it lives rent free in his head.
You're right there, Sheldon.
I'm dead. Oh shit.
We're gonna get t-shirts. Man. We have the logo already, right? D?
Yeah, I don't even know where I put it, but I showed you guys it.
Is
It's a
the
thing.
picture just of
it's
you
inside
guys holding
joke
each
that you
other's
have to-
hips, looking at the camera?
No, that's too much like Arrested Development. The man inside me. Have you seen that show?
No.
Oh, okay. It's one of the characters is in denial, and it's him like this, and then the shadow behind him is like embracing him, so it just looks like a black dude hugging him. And it's like the man inside me. But it is the covers his book. Anyways, Elvin, sorry to cut you off.
All right, we done here. I was talking about the Mandalorian 2019. Want to say, what's
Who
your
watched
take
that
on-
show? That's garbage.
Yeah. What's your
I
take on
loved
the
it.
Mandalorian?
I found it refreshing. No Jedi except what's her name, and she doesn't really count. Just a space western. You didn't like Mando?
No,
You
I
liked
was
season
joking.
one. You
I
liked
was just
season one
joking.
at least.
Mando was good. Season 1 was really good.
You really
and
gotta
yeah,
tell. You really gotta say who you're talking to, D. Because
No,
You know-
both of you, because you both like kind of scoffed at it.
no,
So, like,
I
you
was
guys don't
scoffing
like
because
it.
you said no Jedi's were there.
Oh, okay.
I know you hate Jedi's, and I don't know why. You're one of the coolest characters of all time.
Yeah.
But whatever.
No, D, I agree with you. It was a fresh take. The Western style, the gunslinger thing was dope. Like you don't really get that in like sort of in any sort of like sci-fi kind of shows, or well done anyway. But season 1 did it really well.
Each of you says, "I'm sorry to say, Mando has gone downhill." Absolutely agree with you. Last scene was just one big toy commercial. Yeah, it really has.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
Well,
because you get to buy those toys.
No, not even. It's just like I wanted the action aspect of Star Wars as well, and it was just like a bunch of Mandalorians fighting.
Yeah.
He got the Darksaber and did all that. Like it was just it
No.
was just him doing stuff.
he got the dark saber and he tried to give it back to her. And she's
Yeah.
like, hold on, let me finish. She's like, you gotta fight for it and win it, right? At the end of the day, all he did was just give it back, and she's like, nah, I'm good. I don't need it.
And then they destroyed it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like,
And then they
"What
destroyed
was
it.
the
I
point
was
of
like,
all of
that's such a
this?"
waste. That's such a
I
waste.
mean, like you needed twists and turns to. I don't know. Like I just didn't mind it. I was kind of bored of Boba Fett, and then they turned that into
Yeah.
Mandalorian season.
well, they had
2.5?
to, 'cause Boba Fett was damn boring. They
Well, you
screwed
don't
it by
like guys
giving
in
him
speed
feelings.
bikes in trench coats? Power Ranger speed bikes and trench coats. It was awesome. Not. If the next season has not, okay. We don't go there right now. But you're right though. It is gone downhill, and it's gone downhill fast compared to what we saw with 1 and 2. But it's hard to get to that level because it was such a huge, like Star Wars. It basically ushered in Disney Plus.
It did. Yeah, I agree with that.
right?
I agree with that.
There was
It put
so
them on
much
the map for sure.
so much gravity behind it because, well, we had John Favreau first of all, who was just peaked that time in
Yep.
terms of popularity. So having him as one of the writers and producers in there, that helped. And then you had what's the name? Pedro Pascal, who was peak at that time as well.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he still is. So you had that, and then of course you have like the wily vets like Carl Weathers coming in there, who people loved from Star Wars.
He was great. He was great.
Yeah. So, so you have new actresses like Gina Carrera was huge that time from her UFC days and then Fast and Furious
coming off of Deadpool.
So you had like a bunch of things going for you, right? And that's why the show was so big. And so season 1 was huge because of that. Season 2 was not bad because it's riding the coattails of season 1 hype. But season 3 is, I just think it's not close to what 1 and 2 were.
No, I think what they tried to do with season 3 was make it so like the Mandalorian, anybody can be the Mandalorian, and I'm talking about within that culture of the Mandalore.
Yeah,
like anybody could have just picked up the mantle, and we could have continued, which I would have been okay with if they did it right.
So it just 2019.
It just felt kind of meh.
Can you believe that 2019?
Sheesh.
Yeah, that's a long time. 5 years. Holy crap, man.
It was interesting for me as a like non-Star Wars guy before the show came out and people only saw like a few episodes or like clips, and then the episodes trickled in and they started watching them. People were already upset, like, no, this would never happen. Like, why are there so many Mandos? And then the episode's like, being a Mandalorian is a creed, not a race. They're like, oh, you guys just need to watch. And then I remember someone was
speaking as T like Kermit.
Yeah.
Just looking at people.
Another one that came to mind was someone's like, how can you upgrade the armor? Their Beskar armor is the strongest. But then in episode like 4, you find out he wasn't even wearing the type of metal that was indestructible. He had to go and forge it. So like they're answering all of these gripes.
Yeah.
And I thought that was fun to see if they would answer those questions, and then to see if people would still double down and be like, no, I don't care. This doesn't count. So I had fun. Normally I don't like that. Normally the fans exhaust me, but it was fun.
YouTube user says, I bought so many Bill Burr action figures. I thought it was a good investment. Should have bought Ahsoka's, buddy.
Yeah.
Should have bought Ahsoka's. I want to feel really old. In 1999, this last one I'll do here. Toy Story 2 drops. 1999, people.
That's crazy. That's a long time. My God.
Yeah.
Holy crap. 1999.
Yeah.
I refuse to hear that out.
I refuse to acknowledge it.
That was just before Y2K, before the craze of Y2K. God.
Remember that when that was our biggest problems, a zero might
computers are gonna stop.
God, damn.
But you know, it's crazy. We're worried about the computer turning to zero, but we're okay with AI right now.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah.
What? It knows everything I did in 5 seconds? Nah, don't worry about it.
People will doom scroll on Facebook while it absorbs data, and then like no, I don't use GPSs. That's how the Eastern countries track us. Like, as you post to Facebook,
MapQuest for me.
Yeah, as you're posting this to Facebook and Instagram and every possible thing that could track you.
I'm printing out my destination. Do you remember that? I used to have 11 pages of maps just to get down to the other city.
Or when you drive with your parent and they make you read it you fumble around.
Which way are we supposed to go? You're supposed to turn left at the last light. What are you doing?
The only thing worse than that is when your mom asks you for a pen while she's on the phone and you freak it out. Like, they get so angry. They get so mad. Maps and pens. Can
you imagine you're an investor and you tell your investors, your clients, to go put money into MapQuest? And then literally weeks later, Google Map comes out. How much money you would have lost? My God.
It's going to be big.
Damn. It's going to be huge.
Huge.
Right up there with Zune. I got two investments
I bought a Zune. I bought
one and returned it.
Did
I
you
bought
really?
one and returned it to the Future Shop in Wally where the Toys R Us used to be. I'm like,
damn,
I don't know how this thing works. I don't know what even is this thing.
I stuck to my little RCA MP3 player, the really crappy appliance. I had one of those.
I was fine with that. That would work beautifully. No,
Those were awesome.
Yeah,
They were
yeah.
like that
I
big.
saw
and
Microsoft
just...
doing Zune, and I'm like, what could go wrong? This is Microsoft, man. This is
It
guys
looked
that
cool
brought-
though.
Yeah, and I bought it, and I kept telling everybody else to buy it and raving about it, and then I don't know what happened.
Their proprietary app didn't work for me. Like it just didn't. Like,
Can we have a moment of silence for Garmin and TomTom?
Actually, Garmin is actually making a lot more money these days than they were years ago. They actually have a smartwatch, which is one of the best smartwatches you can
Interesting.
buy.
I've heard. Yeah, I
Android.
did hear
It is-
about that.
It's expensive, more expensive than the Apple Watch, but it is superior.
Mhm.
let me see here. I'm
So,
gonna
yeah.
look this up.
Don't be hating on Garmin. TomTom, I don't know about those guys. See you later.
TomTom's gone forever, man. They ain't coming back.
Yeah.
It's like BlackBerry now.
Remember when BlackBerry
Oh.
Messenger came back out?
Oh.
And everyone was freaking out.
Dude, I was so excited. I miss BBM so much. It was so good.
Tom.
So first topic is Lionsgate CEO John Beltermeyer, whatever, says that nearly everything that could go wrong did go wrong with Borderlands, citing it sat on the shelf too long during the pandemic, and reshoots plus rising interest rates took it outside the financial safety zone.
Nah.
Are you buying this?
Nah,
No.
that's bullshit. You just wrote a shit story when you had a great story. Well, not a great story, but you had a good story, but you made it even worse. You made it even worse.
Yeah.
I don't know. And you got a bunch of old people to play characters that are supposed to be like in their 20s, man. Like 20s to 30s. And these guys are in their like 40, they're like 50 years old. Like, no.
They were relying too much on the actors' personalities and
power.
star power. Because,
Yeah.
like, oh, we liked you for Tina, like, but she doesn't really act like Tina at all.
Tina doesn't even show up in that part of it. Like, at all.
Yeah.
Like,
And
she's
then,
not introduced to the second one. And
and
same
then
with the
Krieg.
psycho guy. Yeah.
Krieg, yeah.
Thank you. Oh,
If they're gonna do that, bring in Zero, the ninja, who's like
You-
cool.
yeah, he was a way cooler character. He is,
So you're not buying it.
No,
I'm
not
not.
at all. Not at all. It was just a bad story. And then they're
Yeah.
trying to blame everything else other than it being a bad story. I've seen them blame the fans. I've seen them redact that and then release the trailer for the next Borderlands game to clean up their mess.
Don't talk about her like that. She still
beautiful,
does.
right?
She
Please,
still
Kate
does
Blanchett.
things to my bits. Okay.
She's still a great, like, she's a good actor. She has star power. And it's
Yeah. But
Leave
you can,
Galadriel alone.
you can have all the star power you want. If the story sucks, the story sucks.
yeah.
That's it. That's all there is to it. The fact that he's come out now and is talking about it's like, dude, just let it be. You're making it worse by bringing it up again. It's like, it's like bringing up old wounds. Like,
Yeah.
trying to scratch
Just
them out.
leave it
Just leave
alone.
it. Leave it alone. Bury it. It's gone. It's gone to the depths of where all trashy movies go. Right.
Mhm.
And one day maybe it'll become a cult classic. Who knows?
Oh, I doubt it.
I don't know. Yeah. I was gonna be like, yeah.
I'm just trying to
Got
be
it.
positive here.
I'm not. I'm not. That,
Oh,
that
yeah,
movie.
okay.
That movie is super negative.
So yeah, so I just found that really funny that they've come out and tried to make all these excuses. Not once did he mentions that maybe we should have tweaked the story or maybe we should have listened to the fans. Like that would be more compelling to read. That they're at least owning up to the mistake they made and they're gonna say the right things, and maybe fans will forgive them. Who knows? Because this Borderland thing can be a TV show down the road if you wanted to.
It
Yeah.
could have been the Fallout show. It could have been like Fallout.
It could
Yeah,
have been.
exactly,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. Yep.
In fact, it probably would have worked better as a TV series
You
versus
can flush it
a
out more,
movie.
right?
Yes. 100%.
Well, I mean,
Like
it's never
imagine a
too-
TV series about them like going against Captain Jack, or sorry, Handsome Jack. Like,
It's not
It-
too
it-
late. I mean, down the road
Yeah.
you could do it, right?
yeah,
Yeah, this movie did have Kevin Hart.
which is also a horrible acting. Star power, relying
Yeah.
on star power, purely star
Yeah,
power.
yeah.
He does not
Yep.
fit that character at all whatsoever.
No, he's too small.
Yeah, and not
Hey,
and not
hey, that's
stoic
not-
enough.
That's not nice, guys.
Sorry, it's true.
Deadline just reports, if I can. Well, here I'll just. Our boy Macaulay Culkin is going to be in Fallout Season 2.
Great, I love him.
Isn't that
Good.
awesome?
Good for him.
Resurrecting his career. That is awesome.
It's been a minute since he's been in anything, really. So
I love it. I can't wait.
Did you see that skit he did where he was an adult talking about being Kevin? And he's like, and they kept like cursing me out, but they said fucked up stuff, like calling me louse, and like they wouldn't even swear at me. They just called me weird things.
oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh wow. So you excited? Who's gonna play? I don't know. I'm not familiar with Fallout as much.
I feel the games are so free based they could make him.
They are. Yeah, I remember reading a thing. They were saying that they were gonna do a certain storyline, but the studio Bethesda hopped in and they were like, "No, you can't do that because that's actually going to be in our next game. So do something else." So they're doing something completely different. They literally could do like Dee said, whatever they wanted. They're all separate in their own right.
Yeah, like they're just vault people, so you could pick any random person and make up a story.
Literally. Yeah.
You both watched Fallout, right?
I never finished it, but it's fantastic.
I have not. I've only heard good things. I do plan to watch it. Don't look at me like that. I do plan to watch it. I do.
I love the lead. She's very good.
You have a life. I know so.
Good cast.
D,
There's
you liked
so many
it, but
shows out there to watch, man.
So D, you liked it, but you didn't finish it. I'm perplexed by that.
After like dealing with work and then going home and picking on driving people around, and like I'm just like tired, and my mind is only focusing on like random YouTube clips and podcasts
and dad jokes.
But yeah, that totally numbs my brain too. So Fallout requires attention.
So
the respect it deserves.
You know what?
So does my dad joke, D. It requires attention and respect.
Okay. I'll respect it by not saying anything else about this.
Damn.
Oh, oops! I cut him off. No, just kidding. Oh, what happened to his mic? I'm excited. I don't know who he's playing. I'm sure fans probably will figure it out and spoil it for me before the show even comes out. But I'm excited. I love the people, all the actors involved, the big three. It's fun. It's cool. I can't wait. Great show. All right. Do you have anything, Sheldon, to share? You had something you said.
I do. Right? I just don't know how to use this thing to put it up there.
Screen share. What is it? What is it?
It's the Ryan Reynolds is writing a movie.
He can find it for you.
That him and Hugh Jackman can star together, and that's not Deadpool and Wolverine.
It's gonna be huge.
I don't know if I want to see it.
I don't want to see it either.
You know, I feel like as a Deadpool and Wolverine thing, it makes sense.
I found a D. I already found it.
Okay.
Thank you. And they were great in that.
What about this? Does it like as actors though, in their own right, they are fantastic. So they should be allowed. They should be allowed to branch out besides those characters. But your brain has just attached itself to them being Deadpool and Wolverine on screen forever, right? Like it feels weird otherwise. Okay.
Yeah, that's essentially it. I'm hoping that they don't do something similar to like Will Ferrell's like Step Brothers with him and John C. Reilly.
I don't think so, because who's the director? Something Levy. What's his name? Chris Levy or something? I forget.
Sean Levy?
Yes, thank you. No, Sean. It's Sean. Because he did the Adam Project.
Yeah.
And I like that. He also did Free Guy. I like that.
Yeah.
Like, these are interesting stories, and although they feel like they belong on Netflix, which the Adam Project was, Free Guy I had fun with. I didn't think it was a big blockbuster type movie, but it was still good overall. I don't see them doing something as like potty humor as Step Brothers. Like I feel like it will have some. I feel like it will have some substance. I didn't see Wish at all, so I can't talk about that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping it's not an action flick either, because we've seen them in an action flick. We don't need to see another one.
Yeah,
it'll just be like a repeat of the same thing all over again, but they're not Wolverine and Deadpool. I don't know. It's got to be way different than what they've already shown. In my opinion, I don't want to see an action thing. Maybe a comedy thing will do. I just don't know what.
It's gonna be a musical.
Yeah, you're saying that a lot.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I know I came out as jokingly, but
Yeah,
Hugh Jackman's done a lot of musical.
I
He
liked.
he
I liked
is
him.
big.
Yeah.
That's his backbone of
That is his
acting.
yeah.
right?
Did they confirm this, or are you just spectating?
I'm
No.
assuming that's going to be a musical, like a
Oh,
comedy
okay.
musical.
Okay.
I'm not a
Uh,
big musical fan, but
No.
if I see those two maybe running around and doing funny stuff, I might tune in.
I like The
I feel
Greatest
like
Showman.
I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah, I feel like whatever they do, it will make money. I just don't know if I want to see it.
Yeah,
I don't
okay.
want to pay to see it.
Fair.
Tom Welling says that they're still trying to pitch a Smallville animated sequel series to
I
WWE.
saw that.
Good.
I
They
did
should.
see that.
They should.
Warner Brothers says I am not, and I am not hating on them. They just haven't gone back to us. It's not priority for them. It's like not returning phone calls thing. That's what Tom Welling said about
Yeah.
Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers. Who
I don't
did,
think Warner Brothers Warner Brothers doesn't need to do anything to you, Tom.
Yeah.
I just gotta say that. Like you pitching them, at least they listen to your pitch. That's all you
Yeah.
can expect from a studio.
Yeah.
They've got a million pitches. You're not the only one pitching things, right? And so they've got to, first of all, figure out how to not have losing, because they've been getting their kicked around in Hollywood to the sum of billions of dollars in revenue losses. So right now, if they're pushing the pause button on things, is because they're been getting the kicked, and they want to make sure that whatever they're putting down next, which is also it has to be approved by James Gunn. I don't know if James Gunn is going to approve anything Superman related right now, because
Yeah.
he wants everyone to focus on one Superman next year.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Everything else gotta wait. Sorry.
I feel like they did. The show got its chance with a comic book called Smallville Season 11.
Interesting.
Like I think they were just done with it. This was
Ooh, I
years ago. It's
remember
old
that.
now,
I remember that.
and it was
yeah.
decent. Like they continued it on and finished it. So
That's when
I
he
don't know
was
if they
wearing
want
the
to
suit,
revisit.
right?
But
He was
here's
like
the thing-
Superman.
But here's the thing: once he dons the suit, it's not Smallville anymore.
Yeah, so
That's
it just
true.
became Superman. It was just
Yeah.
a Superman comic, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like so. The whole premise of Smallville was for him because he was in high school and learning his abilities and figuring things out. Once
Yeah.
he dons the suit, that's our cue that he's done it. Now he's good.
Yeah.
He's Superman. Because I remember him getting interviewed when the show was going on, and people asked, "When do you guys think the show will end?" And he literally said, "Once I don the cape, you'll know."
Their catchphrase was "No tights, no flight." Like he was not supposed to be seen as Superman in
I'm gonna say
Smallville.
that every time my wife.
No tights, no flight.
It
No
is-
tights-
I did
no,
find it
mine's
a
gonna be
little
no tights,
disappointing
no
that
fights.
He never wore the suit in the final episode. It was just CGI.
Yeah,
It's like
and
yeah,
that
and
was
a blur of
that was
it.
such
Like
a
you
kick
see
in
it.
the
Yeah.
pills, right?
Yeah.
I waited years to see this guy put on the suit, and it was CGI'd.
Yeah.
I was so mad. I was like, "Get out of here!" You can
It-
even
it-
have
they
it
that
was a
already did on,
disappointing editing.
And the only thing you see, like he physically moves a planet away. Like he was like, "Oh, so you are Superman? Like you're strong
Yeah.
enough to push a planet away?"
Yeah.
I mean, okay. Like I guess there's nothing else to see here.
Yeah. And I thought they were gonna do it again when they did the like that Flash, the Arrowverse whole like multiverse event. Like I
They
kind of
did.
fell off it, but he never wore the suit in that either. He was
No.
depowered.
Yeah, so like again, and it was gold kryptonite, so he can never get his powers back. Like he
Yeah.
purposely did that. So it's there you go. They're not going to contradict themselves.
No.
I'd rather see Justice Unlimited come back than to see this.
The cartoon.
Oh, Justice League Unlimited? Oof, yes. Sick show.
Mwah. Chef's kiss to that.
So
they
good.
just introduced that in the comic books right now, like the whole Watchtower and the Justice League roster,
Just bring those
Really?
guys back, James
Yeah.
Gunn. Let's go.
and they're called
Wow.
like Justice League Unlimited. Like they specifically made it
Oh.
to be like the show. Like oh,
The,
cool.
the greatest thing about that show for me was to learn about lesser known DC characters
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
and give them their
Yeah.
due finally.
Yeah.
That's where I truly like learned about Booster Gold and appreciated him
Yes,
from that one
thank
episode
you.
where he's
Yeah.
trying to protect that.
Red
Yeah.
Tornado,
Yeah.
Vigilante,
Yep.
Question.
Mhm.
Come
Question
on,
was
man.
awesome.
Question especially was dope in that.
Where he
Yeah.
turns that pop song on the radio. He's like, "What do you like listening to?" He's like, "Anything but pop music," and then he puts it on for him.
Black Cat. Oh,
Yeah.
so many good characters from there. Canary was great too. There,
Black Canary, yeah, she was
Uh,
cool.
Adam, What's that Captain? What's the name? The guy with the all chrome like a silver.
Oh, Captain Adam.
Captain Adam. Yeah, remember he fought Superman?
Yeah, he pummeled him.
Yeah,
Like,
it was,
and
I was
then
like,
Superman
oh
yells at him.
God. Yeah.
Like, don't you touch him. He's Justice League. And then he flies away. I'm like, you just
Oh
beat
my
the
God,
crap out of
yeah.
him.
That's how noble Superman is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would have loved to see that instead. Oh well, we'll see.
That was a nice segue. But yeah, Tom, I don't think they're gonna do anything with it. I'm surprised you even said that. I didn't know about it at all until you mentioned it just now.
You know what I didn't know about, and I thought this guy already had it, but Ralph Macchio will get a star on Hollywood Walk of Fame later this month. I thought he already had one.
I don't think he deserves one.
Whoa. Okay.
How come?
Round one.
I really don't think he deserves.
I guess
it.
Why? Tell me why.
He's an okay actor. He's not a good actor. Like,
I think
I walked the Walk of Fame, and there were people in there I didn't even know who they were.
yeah, it depends. Like, what are they basing the credentials on? Like, if you are well known
Body of
enough,
work, I think. Body of work.
okay.
even
Well, what is
William
it?
Zabka. Like,
Body of work in
for
what
him.
sense?
Well, it depends. Like, I mean, Hollywood Walk of Fame, I think it embodies all jobs in Hollywood, not just acting.
I only
So-
recall him from Karate
so-
Kid.
What I'm saying is, like, some of those people that are on there is probably because they were great writers for a lot of movies or TV shows, directors. You know, like there are people on there for various jobs, not just acting, right? And we just basically know actors and some directors. We don't know the depths of Hollywood. That's why they are the ones that vote these people into those walks, right?
I thought they paid for the stars.
No, it's an honor.
No,
it
man.
If they paid for it, my name would be on there 7 times. I'd spell it out, one letter each. D E. Take off a whole block, man.
Now do my last name.
Yeah. Just circles around the building. That'll be $500,000, please. Oh,
I think for Ralph, it's because of the pop culture popularity of who he is. Remember, he's done it twice in 2 different generation pop cultures. My kid, who is just enamored with Cobra Kai, loves Cobra Kai.
But
And
does he
then-
love it because of him or because of what?
I think he's part of it, of course, right? Mr. Miyagi Dojo, right?
Yeah.
So I think because of that, and then also the 80s. I mean, who doesn't know Karate Kid, who was raised in North America? Right. So I think it's just because of that 2 generational gaps, and then he's still like, I mean, he resurrected his career based on this thing.
he did based on that. That's why I guess Sheldon, I kind of see it because he didn't do anything aside from that.
What, like,
And then
Cobra Kai
accidentally stumbled into this.
He did. William Zabka started Cobra Kai, and it was
And it was a
something-
YouTube show. It was
Yeah.
on YouTube originally.
YouTube TV, yeah.
and it
YouTube
was
TV.
his story. And then Ralph Macchio came out of nowhere and was like, "I'm back," and they kind of just shoehorned his ass in for no reason.
Yeah.
I feel
You
like
sound bitter. You sound bitter.
a little bit. I
You
am.
sound
I
you sound
100%
like you sound like what's his name? What's the bully's name?
Johnny.
Yeah,
Johnny!
how he's reminiscing. He's like,
Johnny's
he didn't
the
even
real
win.
Karate Kid. Okay.
He didn't even win. He used a cheap tactic. It was an
Exactly.
illegal move.
Exactly. He's a cheater, man.
Anyways, he's gonna also be starring alongside Jackie Chang in the new.
It's even
Karate-
worse.
Oh, hold on. I saw this. I'm like, there is a Chinese kid and a Chinese instructor in a karate movie.
Yeah, they did that with the other one too.
Yeah, why don't you just call it Kung Fu Kid?
With Jaden Smith.
Yeah,
'Cause
I don't
he's
have
not
any.
even. Yeah.
I have no problems with it. I'm just saying, like, why are you saying karate when you're gonna teach that kid karate?
No, exactly.
I don't even think in that last movie they called it karate. They called it kung
No.
fu. The whole movie, right?
Yeah, that's what
But
I'm
it was
saying.
still called Karate Kid.
I know. It's
It was
weird.
still called Karate Kid.
He's
So
clearly
how
teaching him kung fu.
How disrespectful is that? I'm surprised it didn't get more of a
Yeah,
backlash in that day
right?
and age. I guess we weren't in 2024 yet.
I'm
If this was
surprised it's not getting
2024, yeah.
backlash now, considering it's still called Karate Kid.
Well, where's Simon Liu? Where's he? He should be getting mad because it's not.
No, he's busy fighting the evil corporations of Boba, and he doesn't have time for this.
I don't know. I just thought that was strange. I mean, like I said, don't get me wrong. I love Jackie Chang and I love Raph both. I just thought that the name doesn't really suit
Nah.
Like even Jackie should have said, like, I know I'm gonna get millions for this, and I should be happy and thankful. But guys, really, I do kung fu,
They
right? Like
they didn't need to rely on the
star power of Jackie.
no, not even the title. They didn't need to rely on the name Karate Kid. Like it didn't need to be a reboot. This could have been called literally anything else.
That's an American thing. That's an American studio going, hold on. Somebody from the board said, guys, no, we need to put karate in there because everybody loves karate, right?
Hey,
and then they had to bring Jackie in. Why? Because they want a lot of people in Asia to watch it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's all marketing.
It's
All of this
it's
is
like
marketing.
fine, like make the movie. It's just like they do the same thing with video games. They reboot something, name it what it previously was, and it's completely different or doesn't make sense or has no ties to the thing you're naming it. So,
Mhm. Oh, I got a big news here for you.
all right, let's see.
For both of you. For both of you. Live action Zelda Legend of Zelda will be released in 2030. Aren't you excited, guys?
I thought they were doing
That's like getting Mayfix for D.
Why even tell us this?
I thought they were doing a CGI movie like similar to Mario, but now they're doing
No,
live action.
Live action 2030.
Whoa.
They've been saying this for since I was 8 years old.
I understand.
This is true. They
Guys,
have been saying that for a minute.
I understand why it's 2030. I understand it. Have you not played Zelda? Look how big that world is.
Yeah. They need to decide which version of Link they're going to do.
They need to make the world, D. They have to build it all from scratch.
Yeah.
It's interesting because one of the rules was Link will never talk, and we're never going to put him in a movie because we never want him to talk. We don't want the character to hear him speak because you are supposed to be his voice. So it's like
you know what it's gonna be like? You know what it's gonna be
Chris
like?
Pratt's voicing it.
It's gonna be like Kurt Russell in Soldier, or he doesn't talk.
He just grunts.
That's right.
Huh?
Yep.
When he chops the flowers and gets a coin. That's all you're gonna hear.
They're rupees.
I'm excited to see him do a spin attack. I want to see that in live action, though.
They'll get Timothy Chalamet to play Link.
Maybe.
He's got the looks for it. Just needs to grow the hair and make it blonde.
Michael Jackson biopic has been delayed till October 3rd, 2025. Come on.
Who's making money off that?
I'm hoping it's kids.
I don't know. I don't think so. They're milking him. Also, biopic. Doesn't he have like 30 of those at this point? Like,
that's what I thought.
With all due respect.
I'll tell you why. They probably don't have the rights to do anything else.
Like a reboot of the Moonwalker?
Yeah. Come on.
Bust out that emulator, the Sega.
Turns into a giant space robot. Like, goddamn.
After you get what's his monkey's name?
Hey, let's not talk about any of the monkeys. Speaking of monkeys, new poster of Sonic 3, December 20th.
Okay. All right.
You excited, D?
A little bit. These movies
December 20th.
These movies are fun. Surprisingly, I'm like shocked that I enjoyed not one but both of them in some form.
I'm surprised I still haven't watched both those movies.
You didn't watch one?
I haven't watched any of them, man. I keep meaning to. It just never happens.
God.
Oh yeah, Bubbles. Thank you.
So disappointed to hear that, dude.
And go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Okay. So this is just comes down to the writing and the actors in this case, because the story is loosely based on the games, which barely have a plot itself.
Of course.
So when people say like video game movies suck and they will fail, or the only reason you hate this is because it's blank, my response is I like Sonic the Hedgehog, and that doesn't deserve to be as good as it is. Like it has no business being praised that much.
YouTube says totally. You don't need to use franchise names for movie titles. 2 middle-aged Italian plumbers will do well. I think he's being sarcastic towards you guys.
What did you give Mario? Well, when it comes to Karate Kid, who's not doing karate versus Super Mario, there's a big difference there. I don't know what you meant by that, but if you want to stick to Karate Kid, that's fine, I guess.
Variety reports this is huge. I'm actually excited for this. I did play the game a little bit, and I'm not a huge fan of it, but I'm excited because I love space and all the sci-fi stuff. So give me more Mass Effect TV series in the works at Amazon.
Okay.
But what's scary is it's the writer from Fast and Furious 9.
Uh,
Oh, wah, wah, wah.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you which one that was.
Don't
Like,
worry,
I don't.
no, nobody can.
So like, was that
They're
one
not
of the
alone.
fun ones? Was that one of the
No,
fun
that's
ones?
one of the ones that went into space. So
Oh, okay. Well, they already have the
yeah, they've got the premise down right. They'll get them
Now-
there somehow.
That's interesting. I wonder if it's going to be a whole new story or if they're going to follow the story.
I'm gonna say they learn from what they did with Fallout and
Mhm.
stick to as close as possible.
So they're going to do femship instead of male ship. Is that what they're probably?
No,
You know what?
honestly,
Femship actually wasn't. She was actually really badass compared to male ship. She was a
why
lot
don't
more.
you just have two?
You could have actually at this point they could do two ships and call
I
them
say you, or
twins.
even have two separate storylines going.
Ooh.
Give the people what they want.
You know what? Actually, that could work because in
You're
in
damn
Mass
right it
Effect
could work.
playthrough-
I told you. I'm
in
a
Mass
genius.
Effect playthrough, there's a Paragon mode and there's a Renegade mode, and the storylines differ depending on which
He's
way
like,
you
what the
go.
hell are you guys nerds talking
Oh.
about?
No, it's fine. I'm absorbing this information.
I
I
think you could have two storylines
I
that
played
could
the shit out of Mass Effect.
I honestly, it would be fun if they had two separate storylines going.
Yeah.
Every other
Where did you
episode, you hit
stand
the
on
storylines.
Amazon? Who did the Halo show?
Oh,
That wasn't Amazon.
that was
Paramount.
Paramount.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
That
Yeah.
was so bad.
Mm-mm.
I was gonna say, did you like that show? But clearly you did not.
Well, I got.
Did
I
you like
remember
that show? Did you like what they did to Master Chief to John?
Oh,
They
I only saw
ruined
episode
him.
one. I only saw episode
when
one.
I mentioned that Master Chief shouldn't have his helmet off, I got backlash from friends and family.
Wait,
who
when you
played-
said he should, he shouldn't have it off.
Yeah, I said he should be walking around with his helmet off because in the game
Yeah.
you never see him with his helmet off.
So what was the
Yeah.
backlash? Because that seems to be the major gripe that everyone.
People are
had
like, well,
with that show.
grow up, buddy. The
Okay.
actor needs to see his face. I'm
No,
like, no,
you don't. Mandalorian proved that. You don't need to show your face in order to
he
act.
did take his helmet off though.
Yeah, but he was like, God, no. He's like, and then after that, he kept it on as much as possible, and he
Yeah.
refused to like. Anytime I see an actor, like, no, you need to have me without my superhero mask on so they can see this. My mind just
Yeah.
always goes back to Mandalorian. Now I'm like, oh, I appreciate you so much.
Yeah.
Question from YouTube. Honest question: was there even a live action video game based movie that was legit hit?
Yeah, Sonic
Yeah.
was.
Fallout,
well,
Sonic.
are we
Super
talking
Mario.
live action or are we talking CGI? Because if we're talking live
Oh
action,
yeah, that you know what?
I
I
think-
think he's live action. Live action.
I think the only one that really did actually okay was Uncharted.
I don't see how.
I disagree.
No, like it may not have been good, but as a box office hit, I'm pretty sure it did okay.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, okay, it was not a. It wasn't a disaster, but
No,
it wasn't a success either.
Yeah,
It sort of
Resident
lo-
Evil had a good track record.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
when
that's
it,
correct.
I'll say the
This-
first one was dope. I enjoyed the first one a whole lot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Does Gran Turismo? I don't even know the box office.
Actually does because it did pretty good in the box
Okay.
office.
Yeah.
Gran
The story
Turismo,
wasn't that
really?
great,
Yeah.
but the box office it did make money there. So that is one there. I would have said Fallout, but he said movie, so it's not.
Yeah.
That doesn't count. Honestly, it's hard to. The problem is, like we just found out with Borderlands, is you have egos. You know, you have directors with egos, writers with egos who think they could do a better version, and the fans, they
game.
walk in. Like you got to understand, these are fans that play the game and want their characters to come out in real life.
You
So
know,
when they go to watch it and they see something different, they're like, "What the hell is this?"
you say they got to understand, but I don't think they'll ever understand because they keep.
No,
trying
I
to
know, I
flip
know
the
that.
script
I'm just
with them.
saying, right?
It's like they don't freaking learn. They just keep thinking they can keep doing a better job than what was originally put out, which doesn't make sense because they keep clearly failing at this shit.
Like
Um,
the writing needs to be phenomenal for that to work. Otherwise, people will call you out. And I know people's excuse like, well, I don't want to see the same story over and over. Like, okay, then make the story better. Don't coast on its name and put a subpar script out.
Mhm.
Yep.
Another one, YouTube viewer says is Tomb Raider. I think Tomb Raider's ran its course now.
Yeah.
It's
Good news for you. The anime's out, so you can check that out.
Good news for you. That would tanked. Yeah.
I didn't even. Did it come out and fail already?
It was a fart in the wind.
Yeah.
Okay.
That first episode was so dry, man. I couldn't watch anymore.
Here's my problem with this, and I'm gonna go straight up here and be honest. Tomb Raider was made for young, horny kids. Let's be honest. It's a girl wearing tight shorts and very large
polygon boobs.
There you go. With guns. That's every teenager boy's wish to see.
Came out around the same time as GTA.
Right? Who doesn't like some polygon? And then we had the gorgeous what's her name?
Angelina Jolie,
who played it. She did a good job, I think, but the movie wasn't that good. Let's hope there's no Borderlands. But the new Tomb Raiders that came out, I thought it was not bad. It was gritty. It was more gritty.
I like
both.
Yeah, okay.
It was gritty. Right? But it's still there's a lot of sex appeal still because look, you need to have that because who's your target audience? It ain't 30-year-old women. They're gonna go watch it. They don't care. You think my wife's like, hey, I can't wait for that Tomb Raider movie to come out? They don't care.
I didn't see the reboot movie.
Like I said, it wasn't bad.
Yeah,
but it was grittier, which is fine because it can't be all like crazy, with massive boobs hanging out.
Like
it's gotta have it's gotta have a little realism to it too, and it was fine. It was good. But then the animation came out, and they went full on, like agenda and political, all that nonsense, and just tried to shoehorn a different narrative of Tomb Raider. And people was like, "What is this? I spent 30 years with this game and movie."
So they basically tried to reboot
they rebooted and tried to give specific nods to her sexual preferences, things like that, and people were just like, "Can we just have a good animation?" And then
I'm fine with that if it happens organically, like maybe come up in conversation, but like don't focus, because I would hate the same thing if it was a guy talking about a girl. Like, why do you keep talking about this girl? You're supposed to be finding the treasure right now. Like, chill out and get back on track.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, what else is she known for? Her dual guns, right?
Yeah.
Well, those dual guns get holstered most of the time in this movie or TV show.
Huh. That's cool.
So I'm like, oh, okay. So I guess we're just gonna use them as like side pieces just for picturesque. Never gonna use them. She's trying to fight these guys with martial arts instead of just shooting at them. What is she now? Mother Teresa? What happened?
She's a Jackie Chan of the Tomb Raider world.
I was gonna ask. I was like, are they trying to make her more like hands-on? Like, does she have a katana or a sword or something? Like,
no.
Okay.
I think she's got like an ice pick, but that's it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on. But yeah, Mass Effect. Hopefully Amazon is like, hey, let's just do what Fallout did, and we'll just cut and paste here, and give people a good story. And
it's going to be interesting because the first game, if they're following like the game like the actual like way the games went, like the first game was okay. The second one is where it really popped off. The second, the story in the story for the second one was by far the best that they put out. So I'm curious.
And I'm very Amazon's being very bullish on TV shows. Like they've got the Warhammer series coming.
Is that confirmed? I thought they were having.
Oh yeah. That's.
Isn't there like a trailer and everything?
No, there was like a hint, but it's Henry Cavill's heading it up. He's given the keys to the castle, and he's a big Warhammer fan. So he is meticulously he's working with the company that made the game, and he's working with Amazon. And he said to Amazon, "If I'm going to do this, I've got to do it my way and honor the game.
True to it."
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to be true to it. Otherwise, I'm not doing it. So they said to him, "Here's a blank check. Here's a key. Go do your thing." So it's going to be very complex, but it's going to be really cool. So I can't wait for that. But that's probably at least 2 years away. Minimum 2 years away.
Interesting. Okay. I look forward to it. I don't know much about Warhammer, but it looks really cool.
Mhm.
You know, I've got a bunch of friends that are really into it that play the game, like the actual like figures and like measuring out stuff and whatnot. Um, and like I know a bunch of people are really into the video games, but yeah, I'm looking forward to what it can sort of teach me. There's a lot of lore out there for it, apparently. So you're muted, D.
I was gonna say I like the like armor and all that, but like
Yeah.
you, I don't know much about it. My friends
Yeah.
keep getting me try to get me into it. I look at the figures; those are pretty dope.
The figures are dope,
the
dude.
Joy Toy ones.
Yeah. Like
What
if
were
you,
wrong with Borderlands? A lot of things. A lot of things are wrong with that.
I mean, just look at the poster, man. You'll see people are
Yeah.
there that aren't supposed to be there, and it's supposed to be like a representative of the first game. So, and like those half the crew ain't even in the first game. So that's what went wrong, man.
Didn't
And,
Roland have like a big ass bird too, like a dragon bird in the game?
that was Mordecai.
Oh,
That was
Mordecai. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. I only know this because I played as Mordecai the first one, and then the
Yeah.
second one, when you learn that like his bird got captured, and then you saw what happened to the birds, it made me so sad. I
Yeah.
was so heartbroken. I love Buckwing. Buckwing, that dude was cool, man. Borderlands was just a dystopian Jumanji. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's for sure.
I turned it off, so yeah.
What happened?
Oh, Tony movie Chappie D9. I just was like, what went wrong with Borderlands? We're just talking about the failure of Borderlands again. And then Jefferson does not want to watch Tomb Raider. Give it a try. Maybe you'll like it, Jeff.
You won't like it, Jeff.
Let us know what you think. Give us your review.
Oh, did you guys hear about this is crazy. From people.com, 40 monkeys have escaped from a research facility.
I saw that today.
And everyone's saying, what's the name? The movie.
Caesar. Is that like chatting is it Caesar?
People posting it everywhere. Caesar's loose.
This new movie is going to be called The Revenge of Harambe. Just
yeah. They're not relying on the Planet of the Apes name. They're being original here. Good, Sheldon. Yeah, that's not a good sign. Someone's getting fired.
But it's a research
facility. Sorry. Oh yeah, I was gonna say research. So
what
they're
doing
up
with these monkeys then?
They're amped up on super soldier. Yeah.
That's the worrisome
Yeah,
part.
because they could bite somebody or they could infect something, and then now we're right back to where we were in 2020.
Game over, son.
Oh, I guess.
So we're coming up with the 2025 monkey zombie outbreaks. So
Monkey
either they're super soldier monkeys, or they have the zombie strain going. Like something's gonna happen here. I'm gonna let you in on something. As a black person, I'm allowed one conspiracy. What is it? Cops said monkeys aren't infected.
Oh yeah,
okay.
as if cops know.
Who said that? Who said that? Wiggum? He's just stroking his beard. I don't think these are contagious.
All right, boys.
Open and shut case.
The old Simpsons house that's over there.
John says, do you guys remember during COVID, there was a truck that got into an accident somewhere in the States with a bunch of monkeys from the lab as well that potentially had monkeypox? I don't remember that, but
they need to be more careful with these monkeys. This shouldn't have happened twice in like less than 10 years.
Clearly somebody's mishandling shit, and it's probably the same dude.
Security was just
the lab.
Listen here, Carl. We're gonna give you one more chance. Only one more chance.
Don't open their cages, Carl. Don't do it.
Security was just monkeying around.
That's your dad joke for Monday. That's all you get.
It all went into bananas. It's
yeah, he did. And then there was a name that no one recognized, so they're thinking that he used an alias, so he still gets part of the profit. But yeah, basically,
if your name's not on there, you don't deserve nothing.
Yeah,
take the hit. Tomorrow, D23 in Brazil. By the way, I don't know if you know this, guys, but in Brazil, Disney's a big deal.
I did not know that.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Which surprises me that they can't even get a Disneyland in South America. Or maybe they do. I don't know. Maybe I'm just ignorant about it. But it's a big deal because the Disney crew is all there. And they're going to be dropping some major news tomorrow from Marvel, Star Wars, and Pixar.
I'm mostly excited for Pixar, I think.
More like newer stuff, or is it going to be the same stuff they showed earlier this year?
I think one of the leaks is our main topic, which we're going to get into next. I'm just leading into it. I think that was a leak that was supposed to be announced tomorrow. Oops. So D23 in Brazil tomorrow. Expect to hear some maybe news on some TV shows that's going to come because they've got to do something for D plus, and nobody even cares, right?
Yeah.
And viewership and subscribers have been plummeting. So we'll see. Pixar, it's just going to be probably more Toy Story stuff, I think.
Yeah. I'm just curious.
Are you okay? So of all the Toy Story stuff, all the Pixar stuff they've done, would you want a sequel for some one of them? At least one of them?
Baymax. Whatever that.
Yes.
Big Hero 6 or whatever it's called.
I never checked out the show.
But they did a
There's
TV
a
show.
I didn't know there was even a TV show. I just thought
different stylized, sort of flat animation, like what they did with the Ninja Turtle show that just came out. Like it's just 2D.
It wasn't that good, I heard.
Okay, good thing I missed it. I don't know. I can't think of anything like off the top of my head. Buzz Lightyear 2. Because that did so well. You're not the Toy Story 29.
You still go watch it. Stop lying. You still go watch it.
Oh hell yeah, I would.
No. I'm talking about a YouTube user.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'd watch Toy Story 29 though. They're making another one of these. All right. Guess I'm there.
Sign me up. All right. Our main topic of the evening is, much to the chagrin of D, new Star Wars has been announced. Are you guys excited? I know D isn't.
Isn't this just the Rey story that they're doing?
No. So it's new?
It's new.
Is it about Jedis?
Don't know. It's so new.
I can't judge it. If they do something like Mando again, then
I don't know. I have a feeling it's got to do with something with Rey because they haven't really touched anything about it.
I thought they gave up on Rey.
No,
they should.
Really?
Kathleen Kennedy ain't gonna let that go. That's her baby.
Very interesting.
So, IGN reports that, among other websites, that new Star Wars trilogy is in the works from X-Men producer Simon Kinberg. I'm not familiar with Simon's work.
Oh, it's not, in fact, a continuation of the Skywalker saga.
No, that's what I brought it up the article.
Okay.
So you know what? That's the interesting part here.
So I think I'm okay with that because they butchered the Skywalker saga and they ended it horrifically.
It just was boring by the end. They bled it dry.
They could have. They had a lot of opportunity to do.
Hold on though,
that, man.
So this kiboshes the news that they dropped 6 months ago about this Skywalker trilogy that feminist activist Shamaine Obachu, whatever her last name is. I'm sorry, I didn't remember. She was basically going to be the director for this trilogy that was going to be with Skywalker story. Oh, sorry, Skywalker. What's her name?
Rey.
Daisy Ridley.
Rey. Yeah, Daisy Ridley's story. She was handpicked by, well, not handpicked, but commissioned by what's her name, Kathleen Kennedy, to do this. And that last month was said that it was shelved. They didn't say it was canceled. They said it's shelved, which also means it's canceled. Mm-hmm. And now we get this, which means indefinitely that story has got to be canceled because it's saying it's not a continuation of Skywalker saga. It's a whole new trilogy.
For me, 100%. That's part of why I make, I say I hate Jedi, but it's just, in my opinion, oversaturated, where they're doing prequels and in-betweeners and then prequels. It's just all over the map. And you're showing me characters who we know have failed in some form. So why? I don't care to watch you guys fail repeatedly. I'm hoping to move as far as from the Skywalker.
Hey, leave the dad jokes to me, buddy. That was good though.
I just feel like they haven't done it right yet. And that's the problem. Like for any sort of Jedi or Sith thing, they just haven't done it well. It's just been failure after failure.
Tony movie Chappie D9 Neil Blancpain fan says that's a long title, but I'll say it. Simon Kinberg is a very good writer. He wrote Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but I like that movie.
Mhm.
Sherlock Holmes 2009. I did not watch that movie. No,
I
actually,
love that. I love that. With
no, I did.
Okay.
Isn't that Robert Downey Jr.?
Yeah,
Yeah, I watched that one. Never mind.
loved it.
And This Means War, X-Men Days of Future Past. So, pretty good resume. I'm okay with that because we've seen worse get ownership of Star Wars IPs. I lie. What's her name that did Acolytes? I don't even want to remember her name.
Well,
I'm still waiting for
it
season
kind of
2.
depends on what Kathleen Kennedy does with it, right? Like she can step in and be like, "Nope, you got to change the whole thing," and then we could end up losing this dude doing the writing for this stuff.
But I don't think this was even her call. I think somebody above her has made this call.
But
Because 6 months ago, she had made the call that we're going to continue the Skywalker saga, or Rey Skywalker saga, because she already handpicked the director.
right,
So this isn't her call. But you're right, though. What's to say that she might not, use her get out of jail free card and say, "Hey, I'm changing it up."
yeah. I mean, she's because at the end of the day, she still has like full creative control over whatever happens with Star Wars.
She's got something. She's got something on somebody above, because how else is she able to keep this job for this long? She knows something. There's some skeletons, some closets, and she knows. And so I'm scared because I think that she is going to meddle with this and change it.
I'm excited for that reason. I want to see how they fail again, and I want to see like what will be this. What will be this?
Negative.
No, I'm just like, what will be the straw that breaks the camel's back? Like,
That camel is broken in many ways, my friend.
No, but for them to finally admit, like, okay, maybe she should. That's the thing.
Who you think is going to admit? Who are you kidding here? Nobody's going to admit nothing.
So it's like watching a car accident in slow motion. Like, I'm all for it. It's their money. Do whatever you want, I guess.
True.
It sucks for you guys because you guys are like big fans. So, but I have no skin in this.
You mean A New Hope?
Is this what this show is? Just dad jokes? Dad jokes all the time?
No, not typically. Like typically, Chris is here to rein that stuff in. I think,
But here's the thing: like, if she comes in here and meddles with it and says, "No, you need to bring Rey in there," she's gonna look like even more of a villain than she already is in front of Star Wars fans. I think what's gonna happen is she's gonna try to add a little here and there.
Yeah.
And then if this is a success, she's going to be front and center and take all the credit.
Of course she is.
And she also said she's going to leave on a high note. She has said that.
Okay. Well, so a broken clock is right twice a day. So she can't keep failing. She's going to win something once by accident.
Yeah.
So like sooner or later, she's going to strike gold, which will just recoup all of their losses. But I don't know. Will we be alive to see it? Well, I think she's an immortal, so she's just gonna keep. She's just gonna keep at this for the next 45
She's AI.
years.
She's AI. Just the AI.
Oh, damn.
When is this even gonna release? 2032?
Man,
is this a show or a movie?
Movies.
Three movies.
3 movies. Okay. Why tell us this now? Tell us when you.
I can't wait to get my third movie to watch. I can get senior citizen discount then. Yes.
Right. Like, it's kind of offensive when they tell you this far in advance.
I'll be your age, Alvin.
So you'll be in your prime. I just think. Okay, so this is movies. If it is gonna be for sure, because it's still not officially announced. It just leaked because of D23 in Brazil, which tomorrow I think they'll announce it. 2030 is the earliest you're probably going to see this movie.
And that's one of several.
One of 3.
2030. I mean, that's like 6 years from now. That like I feel like it's going to fly by, and then it's going to get announced, and I don't know.
I appreciate you. Thank you for
Oh,
hanging
thanks,
out here
man.
with us.
That's cool.
We'll do our best to entertain you. Appreciate it. Thank you. As long as D's not here, we'll be fine.
Yeah, this is a one-off. Don't get used to it.
No way. You're coming back. You're stuck now with us.
Watch, you can tell everyone you made me do. Yeah, I tricked him into it. No, I think it's kind of disrespectful. Like when they're like, "Hey, so we got this big plan going on. It's just going to take 17 years." Like, well, why are you telling me this now? Like, the only thing that does is make me think about all the time passing, how old I'll be. Will I live long enough to see this light?
Okay, so I'm going to retract. I won't say 2030. My guess is 2020. Okay, I'll be more optimistic. I'll say 2027.
I'm not being optimistic. There's no point.
It'll take 2 years to plan it, right?
Yep.
1 year to film it, so 2027.
I think longer than a year to film.
Yeah,
they always take longer when it comes to Star Wars.
They could do it in 1 year. They've done.
They could do it. They could do it. It's just are they competent enough to? Are they capable?
No, I don't think they are.
We're not giving away any prizes for sucking up.
Give me your
Don't lie here. Don't lie here.
Give me your Venmo. I'll pay you the funds.
PayPal, friends and family.
Yeah.
No, we're just joking.
I don't know. Like sometimes movies feel like they take like 3 years to film, and I don't know why. It's always these sci-fi movies.
2 years.
Yeah, no, I mean like to film, start to finish, because they got to go back. Oh, we got to reshoot this. Blah blah blah. Like it just always seems like a big whole fiasco.
You did.
I mean, a lot of it's got to do with CGI nowadays, and them editing that and finding like a studio that will do it for super cheap but make it look okay. Like they're not even looking for the best quality CGI anymore. It's just
no.
As long as it's passable and we don't spend that much money.
We all saw Superman Leia, top tier animation, flying through space with her force powers. So as long as they're of that quality, then we have nothing to worry about.
Okay, give me your prediction then. 2020 what?
2020. That's cute. 2031.
2031? Okay.
Yeah. I was going to say like 2030, 2032. Yeah, like one of those. It's going to be 2030. There's no way it's going to come out in 2020s.
Because they're still talking about like
okay. How about this? If it's over 2030, I take you guys out to dinner.
Will we remember this?
It's going to be announced tomorrow.
They're going to just tell us about the idea. They're not going to give us a date. They're going to be
I don't think they're going to give us a date either. That's just way too
we'll find out in 24 hours. Relax.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm all amped up now.
I'm a D, man. I don't think they're announcing it, man.
No, here's the thing. If it's over 2030, I buy you guys dinner.
Okay.
If it's under 2030, you two buy me dinner.
Okay.
Fair enough?
That's fair.
Okay. And we'll go to a middle of the pack restaurant.
I do like those wings. Wherever you could choose. Elvin.
We'll go to Milestones.
Me and D will put our money together.
Which McDonald's do you want to go to? Which one's the best?
The finest one, my friend.
Yeah. No, we'll treat you right.
There's a nice one in Squamish I've been to.
Elvin's very generous, so I will make sure you get a nice meal, not a cheap meal.
Mm-hmm. 2029. I'm gonna say under 2030. I'm gonna retract what I said. Under 2030. You guys saying over 2030. We'll probably find out tomorrow, and then we'll go from there.
I don't think they're going to call it tomorrow, man.
You could be right.
Like
they could have the timeline that they do. Why not make a new? I hope they do make a new female. So I didn't watch Ahsoka. So in my mind, she's not tainted. So I still like her as a character based on everything prior to that. I'm sure if I watch the show, it'll ruin all that.
Guys are not all tainted. Stop brushing them with the same stroke.
No, from her show, because her show was garbage, apparently.
What? I enjoyed it. I thought it was decent, man.
Evan's making a face.
Well, he's not saying it's bad, but he's not saying it's good. So it
no. Hold on. I haven't like regurgitated all of it out yet. It's not good. It's not good. It's.
But I like her. That's the thing.
It's not bad it's not worse than Acolytes. It's one step above that, in my opinion.
I would say it's better than the Acolyte, man.
No, I just said that. It's not as worse as Acolyte. I said that, but it's not as like it's not something to hang your hat on. I would say, and I hate to say this, I would say Andor is better than that, even though I don't like Andor either, because it doesn't even have any Star Wars in it. It's just a heist. But a lot of people like it. And I thought it was shot better. The story was a little bit better than Ahsoka. Ahsoka had its opportunities, but they floundered it, and then they made some terrible decisions on some characters that they were trying to prop up. Right? Sabine is one of them. I did not like that.
I will say I will agree with the Sabine stuff. They kind of flopped on her, which was very disappointing because I liked her in Rebels a whole lot.
Before I started to cut you up, I am a huge Rosario Dawson fan, by the way. I love her. Like literally, I might stalk her. I won't. Not just kidding. I won't. But I love her, and I thought
this camera falls over, and it's just a big poster wall of her.
the tape's falling. The tape's falling. I just thought she was very slow in some of the choreography because she's not a spring chicken anymore. She's what, 40s probably, and for her to do some of the stunts, I thought they should have used stunt doubles, and they didn't for most of it, and that showed. It showed when she's trying to do some of the Jedi, flips or moves. You can see that.
I'm going to disagree a little bit because I thought the saber work was actually pretty tight. It was very.
I didn't say saber work.
Oh, okay.
I didn't
so
say
her
saber
her
work.
movement, like flips and stuff, right?
You could see it if you watch it in some of the moves that she's doing. It's very, very slow and looks awkward.
Okay.
And
is it like floaty?
You can't blame her. She's 40 something, right?
Yeah. Like the old school like X-Men movies.
I feel Hammy just curling around, right? So.
Yeah. She tries.
Yeah, no, A for effort, but they should have used stunt doubles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, my limit stops at her animated version. So.
Oh, we got a fan here. Andor's the best Star Wars since Rogue One.
You liked Andor, Sheldon, or?
I'll be honest. I've only watched the first 2 episodes, and that was it.
Ooh, you should definitely check it out.
Yeah, I'll get back to it.
I say that because so many people love it, right? I don't. I think it was okay, but that's because I want Jedis and Sith in my Star Wars. That's just personal preference.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's just like I don't really need to know this guy's backstory because I know he's gonna die.
That's my problem with all the prequels.
I know. That's my biggest thing too. I'm like, y'all know he's gonna die, right?
Yeah.
So why are we rooting for this guy? But people say, hey, look.
Plus, he's just a normal dude that went with the Resistance. That's all he was. It wasn't.
I'm not disagreeing with you at all.
Yeah, like he wasn't anything special. It's not like he led the Resistance. It was. Yeah, I don't know.
Nothing beats Mandalorian season 1 and 2 for me. You just said Andor is the best Star Wars, and you instantly
no. Wait.
What do you mean? Wait, look. This is what he just said.
No, wait. I understand.
This is D, isn't it? This isn't some new subscribe. This is D. Type it on the side.
He's trolling us.
No, I swear to God, it's not. But yeah, I don't know what he means either. I was trying to.
But you know what? It's okay. You're allowed to say multiple things that are really good. True. Maybe Mandalorian doesn't get beaten, but Andor, you just like it because he's the best Star Wars. I don't know. I'm trying to help you out here, but I think there you go. Fair enough. I'll give you that.
What did you think about
Mandalorian? Is my favorite TV show for.
What did you think about the Mando tie-in in Boba Fett?
It saved Boba Fett.
Okay, I was gonna be like, that was disrespectful, but
it was disrespectful. You're not wrong. It was disrespectful because it should have just been the Boba show, and the last 4 episodes was just all about the Mando, man.
I was okay with that. I was like, oh, thank God you're here, man. I got tired of watching this guy get.
I mean, they screwed it when they started giving him feelings and emotions. The one thing I did like about Boba Fett was when they were getting more into depth with the Sand People. I'm blanking on what they were called now, and how they actually have a culture going on.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
I thought that was cool because in most of the movies they were just rogue renegades that just pillaged and pilfered people when they actually had a whole culture to them that we didn't know about. So I thought that was dope. But making him more sensitive to things, he should have just been shooting people. He should have just been a mob boss.
Yeah. It should have
And-
been about
and-
stealing and wheeling and dealing.
Yeah, like you
I
have
probably made fun of this to you guys, where I'm like, he's gotten his ass kicked in every single episode. But in the Star Wars movies, he's the most feared bounty hunter. I saw nothing that warranted that reputation because he didn't do anything.
I felt bad for the actor because the actor didn't like. He got a lot of hate afterwards.
he
Well,
did.
that's a shame. He did everything he was supposed to.
Yeah.
He was written.
He's
and
a
he acted
genuinely
accordingly.
nice guy. From the fan expos and all that stuff, he's been always gracious to everybody, and people just turned on him like that. People just paraded his Instagram.
Didn't he
social
come
media
out and
handle.
say he wished he didn't talk as much in Boba Fett? Like he should have.
It's
he
not his
wished he would-
decision on the right.
No,
right?
no.
It's not his decision. And the director tells you to do something, you do it.
Yeah, fans like that
Fans
just
really
need to like.
turn on him? I thought they just kind of like hated the show. I thought they still liked.
No, fans turn on the actors immediately. Like it's their
Yeah,
go-to.
It's
move.
always
like
their
power.
fault. Sometimes it's warranted, but still, you shouldn't hate somebody. It's
I mean,
still
they
a
did that
TV
with
show.
Hayden when he was doing his thing. Man.
Oh yeah, he was getting it, but
And-
now they all
and-
love him. Now they all love him.
because they realized what they
Yeah.
had.
Yeah.
after they lost it. You know what I'm saying?
When he was in the Ahsoka show and he went flipping wielding his sword, everyone was like, "Oh my god!" You know, like
He's
that
back,
was
baby.
crazy. Yeah. But even that part, right, with Ahsoka is her. I am gonna critique her lightsaber just a little bit here. You can see the difference between Christian and him or her in terms of who has the better training of wielding the blade.
Oh, that's without a doubt.
Like his is next level.
Oh yeah, the whole
His is
lot. No, there's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Man.
His is next level, right? So
Yeah.
Star Wars fans also have toxic racists.
I mean, what franchise doesn't at this
I
point?
think you probably get it everywhere nowadays. Social media, everyone has apparently. If you got a phone in your hand, everyone thinks they've got something to say.
They really do. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
A lot of people don't think before they type, and I've last week I've been down a little bit of a rabbit hole, random messages, and I'm just like, oh, what are you doing? Just think before you say something. Like it's just ridiculous sometimes. What's worse at mismanaged Star Wars or the old? Well,
I think.
How many hours do we have today? No, I'm
Star
gonna
Wars
say.
has a long. Oh, go! I want to hear you. You're always the best with these.
I'm gonna say mismanagement is Star Wars because DCU had compelling stories. It just didn't it wasn't put together properly. Filming wasn't bad. Some of the directors were bad, but it wasn't like horrible writing and horrible shows. It had its moments. It could have been better if they tweaked it here. Their Star Wars has completely gone off the rails. It's forgotten what it was doing best. It's moved away from it all, and it's just not a good story at all. There's nothing compelling to write. Win rate so far. It's
because
really
Star
bad.
Wars has always been about good versus evil, and in a lot of their more recent works, they've been blurring those damn lines.
Yeah, they try to make the gray area.
Yeah,
nobody wants the gray area.
Well,
very few. Very few.
They even say that, like in some of the Acolyte interviews that they did with the actors, they were like, "Oh, like good, bad. You want to be Sith? You want to be Jedi?" There were people like, "Oh, I want to be like a gray Jedi." Or I'd rather
that
be a
Sith is thirsty. What?
And I'm like, "There's no
such thing
as Jedi, man. Gray Jedis aren't a thing in like Lucas's works at all."
The reason I liked Ahsoka is because she like bounced, so she's obviously not going to be the strongest or anything. Like she's just capable.
That was definitely the first implementation of a gray Jedi because they even put her in gray, which was
I've heard like being like I don't
was
believe
also
in
white too, which not literally. What I'm saying is the outfit. She was also wearing white, radiant white, like Gandalf, right?
At the end of it, yeah, because she's
you can clearly tell because of what she's wearing. You clearly can tell this is a good person, good character, right? And that's what Star Wars was, very simplified. That's why Darth Vader's wearing black.
There's also a little bit more to that though with the white. I think especially at the end where they decided to go with it when they so this is mad spoilers for you, D. Where they decided to show off the Mortis God statues.
Yeah.
There's something more to that because in the Clone Wars, when they went to the planet Mortis, and Ahsoka essentially died, the sister who represented the light side gave up her life to bring back Ahsoka and essentially put her essence within her. So there's definitely callback to that, and I'm looking forward to see where it goes because it's supposed to lead. There's major theories going around, and I 100% believe this theory might actually come to be. In Star Wars Legends, there's a character called Abeloth who is this like terrifying being that was like a guardian of the Mortis gods. Like she was essentially called the mother, but she was human, and she drank out of like the pool of knowledge and bathed in the spring of power to become like them, but more terrifying. So she sucked the force of like Sith and Jedi alike. It did not matter. It took the Mortis gods to imprison her on in like a cluster of stars, essentially a wormhole, to keep her trapped there. And some people think that's where it's kind of leading to. So I'm hoping it's real because that'd be like a crazy thing to happen. Because Luke Skywalker ended up defeating her in the legend stories.
Are those canon?
You're expecting way too much from Disney.
Yeah, it's like this is a lot of work here.
I know. I just
now Ahsoka's camping on that planet.
I went down a rabbit hole, but that's where it's kind of leading to because in the Clone Wars, Anakin was supposed to replace the father, and that never happened. But now they're on this Mortis planet. It's kind of coming true.
When I see season 2 of Ahsoka coming out, I think of
How are the fight scenes aside from the Anakin?
Well, Ezra didn't even have a lightsaber. He just gave it up.
He didn't. No, but there were some,
Okay.
no, there were some good fights. Like I can't remember what the actor's name that played oh my god, now I'm blanking on his character's name, the dude that passed away.
Oh yes, Balin.
But yeah, thank you, Balin.
Yes, one of the bright spots.
So
I will agree with you.
Their fight scene felt like a knight versus a samurai warrior, which
Oh,
I thought was
cool.
kind of tight. Yeah. That's that.
I might just binge, like type in Ahsoka
No.
fight
You
scenes.
have better things to do, like clean the house.
No, man, they were good, man. They were good.
Lysoling your furniture is way more exciting. Get back on track here.
Yeah, it's still Star Wars talk.
It's Star Wars. It's still relevant.
That's the problem with this universe. When they don't have a tangible timeline, then they just bounce all over the place.
Okay, well, let's say you're given a blank canvas, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Hey, listen, we're doing a trilogy here. Do you want any of the old characters to come back in some
Ooh,
capacity?
Most of them are dead.
Hold on. No. Hold on. I'm talking characters. You can always replace them, right? The actors. Like, I mean, like, for example, you could put a helmet on Darth Vader, right? You're not going to know. You can do CGI of his voice, whatever. If you have a choice, the blank canvas, are you going to bring some nostalgia into the trilogy, or you're just going to go slate clean? What do you guys would prefer to do?
I want it to keep propelling forward, like new blood. Like I don't need like a trip down memory lane here. Basically, like I'm tired of these prequels.
Why does he unmute himself all the time, Sheldon? You're good now, Sheldon. You're good.
Can you hear us? I don't think you can hear us. Can you hear me, Elvin?
I can hear you. You're good.
Okay.
It's all him, this guy.
Okay.
You might want to turn it off and turn it back on, buddy.
I don't know if he can hear us. He's not even acknowledging us.
No, he can't hear us. Anyways,
He's like, he looks like my cat when I'm telling her to get off the table. Yeah, there.
Hey, why is he using my avatar?
Wait, what happens when I do it? What happens when I do it?
Yeah, you don't have it.
Oh, weird. Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe because you invited him.
Maybe, yeah.
Slate clean for me.
Slate clean, okay. I would probably do slate clean.
You're muted.
Well. I'm not muted.
No, him. He said something and it's muted.
You're
His
muted,
mic came
buddy.
up.
Nope. Bye, Sheldon.
If it's a Bluetooth, your thing might be not charged.
No, it's not Bluetooth. He can hear us, right?
If you can hear us, thumbs up.
What I would do is just
weird.
turn it off and turn it back on everything. Just go do that.
Elvin had this problem before.
Trust me. Just turn everything off and come back. Yeah, there you go. There he is.
Okay.
I would stay clean. Definitely stay clean because you want to go, and I wouldn't even touch anything related to the trilogies we had. I would try to do as much originality as possible.
It's so hard for me
of course,
to,
but that would make it so great, though.
No, I just mean like, how long does a trilogy need to be before it's done? Like this is just ongoing and ongoing and ongoing. They're running out of ideas and it's showing.
There
Now I
you
can
go.
hear you.
Okay.
I
Good
told
lord.
you. I told you. Turn it off. Turn it back on.
Yeah. Damn.
So the
Sleep.
question was I proposed to you guys was, and D just answered, and I did. Is would you prefer to have some nostalgia added into this new trilogy, or would you want to do fresh slate clean?
oof. Damn. That's a good question. I would like as much as I'd like them to do nostalgic characters, I feel like they'll just end up ruining it. Like, yeah, maybe just a slate clean, man. I I don't want them like ruining what they've already ruined.
I
It's
think
just like,
it needs to be far off, and I'm
Yeah.
not trying to be funny here. Far off in another part of the galaxy, but you bring in the Sith and the Jedi and everything in between. You bring that culture still in there, but it's got to be all new characters, new story. Like it should have maybe a sprinkling of, hey, like this guy is what the Palpatine, the Empire, was talking about. This is the Sith, like something like that. But I don't want to hear or see anything from the past.
See, okay. Well, I feel like if they're gonna do that, then Anakin's got to make an appearance at some point.
why?
He's a ghost. What's he gonna do?
He's the
I want
goddamn
him-
chosen one.
Is it gonna be Casper?
Yeah.
He can't even hold a lightsaber.
What I liked Sheldon when I don't even remember what show it was, but you described the Force as being like a religion, and different people use it, but they call it something else from there. So if we're further,
this conversation. This is when we were talking about
the
acolyte.
thread.
Yeah, and the
Okay.
thread. Yeah.
So if it's like what Elvin described, like if it's so far away, like across the galaxy, like
Would they even call it the Force still?
yeah. So is that what you mean, Elvin? I'm just trying to wrap my head around what you're saying. Like, is it so far removed from this world because they're further away in the galaxy?
I
They
think
still have Force.
I think it's gonna be more of like a folklore story type, where they don't think it's possible. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's gotta be like, I remember, like, this is gotta be at least a few hundred years in the future, or maybe even 1,000 years in the future.
Okay, so
where
like
it becomes
New
more of
Blood.
a story, like kids are told by their parents, and then there's still remnants of some of this around.
I feel that's what what's Rey's story again? What was her?
She's a clone.
Nobody
of
knows.
Palpatine.
No. What was her saga called? The Force Awakens something? Well, I forgot.
Yeah.
The Force Awakens.
I feel like that's what hers was supposed to be, because no
it
one
was
using the
supposed to
Force.
be.
No one was
Yeah.
talking about the Force. She just happens to have it, and it's like, oh, what's this
Yes.
all about? Like
Yeah.
she's the one who
But it was all meddled up.
Yeah. But it wasn't that far in the future because Luke was still alive.
That's
so
correct. Yeah.
So if it was further, like, what did you say? A couple hundred years later?
Couple hundred, or at least 1,000 years in the future. I would love to see, though, maybe twins again.
Okay.
But at a young age.
Reincarnation.
Oh,
Force
that's getting
reincarnation?
crazy. And I don't mind crazy. That could be crazy.
Then that's just a Skywalker saga all over again.
Yeah.
But instead of
But it
separating
doesn't
them,
necessarily
maybe
have
put
to
them
be
together.
Yeah, and it doesn't necessarily need Darth Vader.
Because the acolyte did exactly that. They separated the twins again. And it's like, okay, so
my brain totally forgot about that show, and you keep bringing it up.
Yeah, I forgot about that twin.
Okay,
thing
no
in that
twins.
too. Yeah,
Scratch
no
that.
twins. Scratch that idea. Yeah.
Scratch that idea. No. I try to remove that thing out of my head, and you brought it back, and I brought it back. No, scratch that. No twins. I would like to see. Here's what I would like. I thought of this a while ago too. Was a Sith teaching a young kid, but eventually realizes that teaching this young kid, he's become a good person. It's an old, disheveled Sith, or like a runaway Sith or something like that, and he's got an apprentice. But by the time he's done all these things and realizes that maybe being a Sith is not a good idea, or something.
With,
or,
with the kid or the old man?
No,
the old man turns good, but the kid turns evil.
I swear, I feel like that might have been in like in that animated like Star Wars shorts that they did. I think would be dope is if they did the Japanese style animated Star Wars mini short that they did. That was cool. If they give us like a feudal Japan Japanese thing, that'd be kind of sick.
Which story though? They've done so many of those stories.
They've only done one. And that was in the animated shorts that they did.
Just bring back the Cartoon Network one where General Grievous was an actual menace and he just started tornadoing all around the screen.
No, the Star Wars shorts, they did so many of them. They're mini stories.
Yeah, there was one where they did it where it was like a feudal Japan kind of.
No, they did multiple. They did multiple Japanese ones.
Not like that though. No,
I see what you're saying. The old
exact story. That exact story he's talking about. Right?
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, but maybe with a different twist because it's 1,000 years in the future. I mean, I don't know. Good luck to them. They've dug themselves such a big hole. Have fun, right? This is what happens when you don't listen in the first place, right? Their backs against the wall, but they better have a hit. Or it's game over. You might as well just sell it to somebody.
Oh, Visions.
Yes,
that's what you say.
Yeah.
Star Wars Visions.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. It's been a minute since I've watched it.
Yeah. Slate clean for sure. I think a lot of people would prefer that, but we've got to bet tomorrow. Hopefully they announce the date. That'll be awesome because then I can get my dinner finally from you guys, and we will take pictures and videos and post it.
What the hell is this?
Videos?
Why would it be videos, man?
What do you need videos for?
Oh, we need videos for our Instagram, by the way. All of you guys go and follow us on our Instagram social media handle at A&R Universe. And then also make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed and hit the like button too, because we really appreciate that. It helps send our shows out to the YouTube universe. And don't forget, we have 2 other shows. We have the Mighty Show, which we're gonna pre-tape it because of schedule conflicts, but it's gonna drop on Monday. Monday's a holiday, so for us here,
okay.
And so me and Sheldon will do a pre-tape of that and drop it hours before our Monday night show, which I think we're still doing. Right, D? I'm in. Okay. Sheldon, you can come and say hi if you want. Don't be shy.
What do you want to talk about on Monday? Do you want to talk about favorite Happy Meal toys or something? Let's spice it up.
Yeah, we'll talk about Happy Meal. I do want to talk about favorite World War II characters from the superhero verse.
Yeah, okay. That's
we'll
good
do that.
Too.
Yeah, we'll talk about some of the imaginary heroes.
Yeah.
Versus real heroes. And give a nod to all the real heroes out there too as well, past and present. And then so that's at 8 p.m. Pacific time on Monday nights. Obviously today, Thursday, we have our show. And then the regular scheduling programming for the Mighty Show will be Sundays. Time, I don't know. It depends on what show it is.
Speaking of which, we gotta find a new show once the Penguin is done, because that's like
soon. You guys in the comments section can let us know what show me and Sheldon and others should be watching and maybe talk about, so then we get some ideas. There is some shows starting up very soon, so we'll pick something.
I'm still surprised you're not dying.
I'm waiting for the dubbed.
I know, but like
I did watch the first 10 minutes of the other one. I don't mind it, but I'm used to the dubbed voices, right? So
well, they're doing the first 3 episodes as a movie release, eh?
Yeah, okay, that's what that was
for the dubs. Yeah.
When is that?
I think it was like November 12th or 13th, something like that.
A couple of days from now.
Yeah.
That is
maybe tomorrow.
I'm curious as to how you're gonna think about it, because it's for me I find it interesting because he's doing a lot of like lore and world building for a guy that forgets about his own works. I found it very surprising. Yeah. So
I saw people calling out plot holes already. He's like, he didn't even remember he fixed this last time in Super.
Well, Well,
I
would like to talk, but we won't talk about that right now.
Yeah. Let me catch up on that one.
November 10th.
November 10th. Yeah, it's tomorrow.
Yeah. No,
we're
on the 7th. We're on the 7th.
That's weird. Why would you not release it on a Friday?
Yeah.
That's so weird. But I'll be watching it on Netflix. Is it simultaneously dropping on Netflix and theaters?
It should. It should.
Okay. If I wasn't busy, I would have put one to the theater just for the heck of it.
That's fair.
Yeah. All right, everybody. We are going to sign off for today. It was a blast. We had a lot
Thanks
of
for
fun.
having me. I appreciate it.
Thanks
You
for coming
always-
on, man.
Yeah, you're always welcome to come on. People like you, apparently. We've got a lot of people watching you. So you're famous.
Yeah,
Look at you.
that's a word for it.
Go build your model kits at the back.
No,
hey, you leave him alone.
Yeah.
You leave him in his mouth, okay?
Sheldon's boxes fall over.
God damn it.
He's like, ah. All right, gentlemen. Say
Yeah.
bye to everybody. Everybody take care. Have fun. Enjoy your weekends, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
All right, guys.
Bye.
Peace out.